Your dog is restless. Not for the first time today. For weeks. For months. You have tried everything. More walks. Better food. New toys. More cuddling. And yet, he doesn't lie still. He turns around. He pants for no reason. He finds no peace. And you ask yourself, quietly, at night, when he isn't sleeping again, what am I doing wrong? I am telling you something today that most dog owners don't hear their entire lives. The problem is not your dog, and it is not you. It is the space. The space in which he lives every day. What this space does to him, invisible, silent, daily. And when you understand what I am showing you, you will change your view of your shared apartment forever. There are 4 elements that determine your dog's stress, and you have never heard of any of them. None of them are in a dog guidebook. None are mentioned during puppy counseling. And the third of these 4 elements, that hit me the hardest. I am warning you right now. Stay tuned, because at the end I will show you how a single small change can turn everything around. Let's start with the first element. And for this, you have to close your eyes briefly, at least in your mind. Imagine, you live in an apartment where you constantly hear noises that no human around you hears. The hum of the washing machine on standby, the beeping of a TV in sleep mode, the vibration of a phone charging cable, the scratching of the neighbors through the ceiling. For you, silence. For your dog, a symphony of disturbing noises that never stops. Dogs hear frequencies between 40 and 65,000 hertz. Humans hear a maximum of up to 20,000. That means, almost every modern electronic device in your apartment emits sounds that you never hear. But your dog hears them, every hour, every day, even at night when you are sleeping. And what happens to a nervous system that never truly comes to rest? It stays on high alert. Not out of fear of something specific, but because the body never gets the signal, it is safe here. You see a restless dog. You see no problem, so you look for it in yourself, in him. But the problem sits in the socket, in the router, in the printer that is seemingly off, but never really off. So what to do? Do a single test. Tonight. Turn off everything you don't need. Really off, not on standby. Everything. And then look at him. Observe how his breathing changes, how his body yields. Some dogs show this change within minutes. That is no coincidence. That is biology. And now the second element, the one hardly anyone thinks about because it affects ourselves. The second element is light. Not whether you have a lamp on, but what kind of light. Dogs have an internal clock that is controlled by light, just like us, but more sensitive. Their brain reacts to the color temperature of the light. Warm light signals, evening, rest, sleep. Cold, blue light, like LED ceiling lamps, screens, phone lights, signals, day, activity, wakefulness. If you are still sitting in the apartment at 10 p.m. with bright LED light, his body believes it is noon. His cortisol stays high. His melatonin doesn't come. He cannot relax, even though he wants to. And you think he is just such a restless guy, while you send him the wrong signal every second. Researchers at the Max Planck Institute for Biological Cybernetics have shown how sensitively the sleep-wake rhythm of mammals reacts to light frequencies. In dogs, this effect is even more directly measurable because it is not regulated by reason or calendars. His body does what the light tells it, always, without exception. So what to do? An hour before bedtime. Dimmer, warmer, calmer. Not for a romantic atmosphere, for his rhythm, for his nervous system. If you don't have dimmable lamps, a small salt lamp is enough. The warm orange does what is necessary. You will see the difference in a week, not in a month, in a week. And now, the third element, the one I announced to you, the one that surprised me myself. The third element is smell, and I don't mean the smell that you smell. I mean the one you don't smell. the one that is invisible to you, the one that is overwhelming for him. Your detergent, your fabric softener, your floor cleaner, your room spray. You smell all of this as pleasant, neutral, fresh, or you don't smell it at all anymore because you have gotten used to it. Your dog smells it 100 times stronger, with a nose designed for survival, not for comfort. And some of these smells, especially citrus oils, peppermint, synthetic fragrances, act on dogs like a stimulus that never stops. Not toxic, not deadly, but unpleasant enough to put his nervous system permanently under pressure. Imagine you work every day in an office that smells strongly of a perfume you can't stand. After a week, you would be irritable, exhausted, not for a specific reason, just like that, permanently. That is his everyday life when your apartment smells the way he smells it, not the way you smell it. So what to do? No detergent perfume, no room sprays, no essential oils and diffusers. Unscented cleaning products don't cost more, but for him, they mean, I can finally breathe. Test it, 1 month, and observe if he changes. Most see it after just 2 weeks. And now the fourth element. And this is the one I call the foundation, because without it, everything else is useless. The fourth element is the retreat, not a bed that you put somewhere. Not the place you send him to when visitors come, not the corner that is convenient for you, but a place that is truly his, protected, quiet, untouchable. In the wild, every animal has a den, a place where no enemy comes, where the body can let go. Your dog still has this instinct, deep inside him, and if he doesn't have such a place, he is never truly safe. Never, even if you love him, even if you are always there, even if he gets everything. Because the safety he needs cannot come from you. It must come from the space. His retreat must have 3 things. First, it must be half closed on all sides. A wall behind it, one side half covered, not an open spot in the middle of the room. That is no den for him. Second, it must be free from through traffic, not where everyone marches along, not in front of the door. Third, it must belong exclusively to him. No strange smells on it, no humans sitting on it. If you don't fulfill one of these 3 things, he has no retreat. He only has a place to sleep. That sounds the same. It is not the same. The difference is between accommodation and home. And now comes the moment of this video that I promised you. The moment of change. Think of someone you know, or maybe yourself, who just heard all this. And who goes home in the evening, unplugs the router, turns on a small salt lamp, takes the room spray off the shelf, and just puts it away. For today, just for today. And then, puts a blanket in the furthest corner of the room, next to the wall, half covered by a shelf. And observes the dog, how he sniffs, how he circles, how he finally lies down. And takes a deep breath, truly takes a deep breath for the first time in a long time. And you see it and understand, he was not waiting for more love. He was waiting for the right space. That is the moment that changes everything. Not dramatic, not loud, just a deep breath. And you know, that was it. Not I was the problem. Not he was the problem. It was the space. And now step back again and look at the whole picture. For elements, sound, light, smell, retreat, none of them costs much. None needs a new apartment. None needs a dog trainer. Just attention. Attention to what he perceives, not what you perceive. That is the fundamental shift. You stop designing the apartment for yourself and start thinking about it for him too. Not rebuilding everything, not giving up everything, but becoming aware. He experiences this space differently than I do. And this one awareness, it changes how you see your dog and how he feels. Because a dog that lives in an environment that suits his instincts is a different dog. Calmer, safer, more connected, not because he has changed, because the space has changed. And that is the gift you can give him without saying a single word. Not with love, even though you love him. With understanding. With the desire to see his world. Your dog is not waiting for the perfect owner. He is waiting for the right space. And that is perhaps the paradox of this whole video. The solution was never in you or him. It was always between you. In the space you share. In the environment you breathe together. You loved him. That was never the question. But love alone is not enough if the space works against him. Imagine someone loves you deeply, but always plays the music too loud when you are sleeping. Lets the light bulbs burn too bright when you want to recover. Uses a perfume that gives you headaches. And you can't say it. You can't explain. You just become, over time, more restless, more unsettled. That is him. That was him. Not out of defiance. Not out of unwillingness. From an environment that was wrong. And now you understand it. That is the moment that is more important in this video than any technique. The understanding itself. The change of perspective. I now see what he sees. I hear what he hears. For small changes. For doors that you can still open today. Turn electronics off standby. Dim lights before sleeping. Neutralize smells. Build a retreat, quiet, protected, exclusively for him. Not all four at once. Start with one. The one that feels possible today. And observe him. Truly observe. Don't look at your phone, look at him. You will see how he answers. Not with words. With his body. With his breath. With his calm. And in this moment you will know, I have changed something. Not about him. About the world he inhabits. That is no small thing. That is perhaps the deepest thing love can do. Make the other's world better. He gave you no words. Only restlessness. And you listened, thought, understood. That is all. Write to us in the comments. Which of the four elements surprised you the most? We read every comment. Because the way you see your dog, that changes when you share it.